Good morning, children. We have studied till exercise 6.4. Today, now we are going to start exercise 6.5. Till now, we have studied various theorems. In these theorems, the most important theorem were area theorem and basic proportionality theorem. You have to practice these theorems, and today we are going to discuss two more theorems, which are Pythagoras theorem and converse of Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem is that in a right triangle, the square of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the remaining two sides. Whenever the theorem is given and you have to prove the theorem, always remember that you have to start with given. You will take given yourself by anything. Here we are going to take in a right triangle ABC, in which angle B is equal to 90 degree. Now it has become a right angle triangle, and what we have to prove? We have to prove that the square of hypotenuse, the side which is opposite of right angle, is considered as hypotenuse. Here AC is hypotenuse. Then we have to write what we have to prove. We have to prove that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. The moment you have written given, you got half marks. If you will draw the correct figure, you will get half marks. If you will write correct proof, you will get half marks. Now 1.5 marks is in your pocket. And if you will write construction, if there is a required, then you are getting to another half marks. Here what we have done in our construction, we have done in our construction that draw BD perpendicular AC. Now we will start our proof. Now in proof, we will take two right triangles together. In the first one, we have taken triangle ABC and triangle ABD. Since angle BAC is equals to angle BAD, it is common angle. This angle BAD is representing angle A for triangle ABD, and triangle BAC has angle BAC for it. Since it is a common angle for both the triangle, so it is equal in both the triangle. Now angle ABC and angle ADB both are equal to 90 degree. Here angle ADB and here angle ABC. Both are equal to what? Both are equal to 90 degree. Now what do we see? Since two angles of triangle ABC and triangle ADB are equal to each other, so we can say that triangle ABC is similar to triangle ABD by AA similarity. Now you see what I have done. I have used the vertex letter A and B over here, and then we have written the third vertex C for triangle ABC. And here the vertex letter are AD. For A we are having A, so we have written at the first place both letter A. Here second letter is B, so we have written second letter D for another triangle. And now the last letter for the triangle is B in triangle ADB, and last vertex or letter or alphabet in the triangle ABC is C. So triangle ABC is similar to triangle ADB. Always remember, you have to mention the name of the triangles in either similarity of triangle or congruency of triangle. Always using vertex letter of equal angles. Then your answer will be always correct. Now, on the basis of that, what we can do? We can find out the ratio of the corresponding sides. Now, how we can find out the ratio of the corresponding sides? We will take the letters. We will take the first two letters. It will frame AB by AD, then BC by DB, and then AC by AB. How it has become equal? It has become equal by corresponding part of similar triangles. As we have studied in congruency of triangles, that when triangles are congruent, corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. Similarly here, we are having the ratios of the corresponding sides of the triangle. So we can say that the corresponding part of similar triangles. Now, this AB has been obtained by the sides of the first two letters, and here also the first two letters AD. In the same we have obtained all the sides. Now we will take in considerations this AD and AB by AD and AC by AB, because we have to find out the square of any side. By taking the cross multiplication in the ratios over here, we see that if we take these two ratios together, then we can have, by making the cross multiplication, that AB square is equal to AC into AD. It is equation number 1. Now the things is clear to you till over here. How we have obtained it? That we have done the cross multiplication over here of these two ratios, and then by the cross multiplication we get AB square is equal to AC into AD. It is our equation number 1. Now earlier we have taken in triangle ABC and triangle ADB. Now we will take triangle ABC and triangle BCD. It means that this triangle and triangle ABC. Now what do we see? That angle ACB is equal to angle DCB. This angle ACB is equal to angle DCB. Again, because they are common angle, name is simply different, but since the vertex and rays are same over here, so they are representing the same angles. CD and CA are the same ray, they are not different ray. And the second one is angle ABC is equal to angle BDC. Both are equals to 90 degrees. Now we can say that triangle ABC is similar to triangle BDC. Now this triangle ABC is similar to triangle BDC. Again, it has been obtained by the using vertex letter only. We have used the word A since it is not lying over here any vertex, since C and D are the vertices in triangle BCD. Which vertex is left? B is left. So we have used the letter B over here. Now we have used the alphabet B over here. Now which is the vertex letter which is equals to B? It is D. So we have used the letter D over here. And for C we are having the common letter C at the third place. Now we can write down the corresponding parts Now what are the corresponding parts over here? Now corresponding parts are AB by BD is equals to AC by BC is equals to BC by DC. Again it is by corresponding part of similar triangles. Now if we use these two ratios together, what do we get? By doing the cross multiplication, we see that BC square is equal to AC into DC. Now in equation number 1 we have obtained that AB square is equal to AC into AD, and equation number 2 we have obtained BC square is equal to AC into DC. Now by adding these two equations, what do we see? Adding 1 and 2. By adding 1 and 2 we get AB square plus BC square is equal to AC into AD plus AC into DC. Now take AC common in these two terms, we get AD and DC. Now when we will add AD and DC, we will get AC. Here see in the figure, if AD and DC will be added, it will give you AC. By adding AD and DC we get AC, and that value will be written over here for AD and DC. Now AC multiplied to AC will give you AC square. Thus we have proved that AB square plus BC square is equals to AC square. It means that square of hypotenuse, AC is the hypotenuse, and the square of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the remaining two sides. AB and BC were two other sides, and the sum of the squares of these two sides AB and BC is equal to the square of hypotenuse. That is the Pythagoras theorem. It is very important theorem. In the theorem, when we are having the proof, all the theorem having the proof part contains 2 marks, and given to prove figure, correct figure and construction if there is required. All these carry 2 marks. So you have to write, whenever you solve any theorem, always write given to prove figure, correct figure, and then the correct construction, and then the proof. All these are now totaling equals to 4 marks. Each theorem is equals to 4 marks. And always remember, it is the third most important theorem. Now I am going to explain you the fourth theorem. And always remember, out of these 4 theorems, one theorem is always asked in either of the examination, right from this first term to your final board exam, or in any of the pre-board exam, or in any exam. If you will learn these 4 theorems, then the 4 marks from the triangle is clear to you. Now, converse of Pythagoras theorem, we are having that in a triangle, if the square of one side is equal to the sum of the squares of the two sides, then the angle opposite to the first side is a right angle. It means that what is the things given to us? The things given to us in a triangle ABC, that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. It means that the square of one side is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Then what we have to prove? We have to prove the angle opposite to AC is equals to right angle. It means that if we take in this triangle, then the angle opposite to AC is B. So angle ABC is equals to 90 degree. That we have to prove. It is the converse of Pythagoras theorem. Because in Pythagoras theorem, what we have proved, that it was a right angle triangle. And in right angle triangle, the square of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the remaining two sides. Here, the square of, here in the converse of Pythagoras theorem, that the square of one side is equal to the sum of the square of the remaining two sides. Then we have to prove that the angle opposite to it is a right angle. It means that this triangle is a right angle triangle. That we have to prove. Again, we have obtained correct figure. We have obtained the given also. On the basis of the theorem, we have obtained this given, and we have also obtained to prove. Since we require some construction to prove this theorem, so we will write construction. Now, what construction we require? We will take another triangle which will be a right angle triangle PQR, in which angle Q is a right angle. But this right triangle PQR will have this PQ equals to AB and QR equals to BC. Now, in construction, what we will write? Draw triangle PQR such that angle Q is equal to 90 degree and PQ is equals to AB, as well as QR is equal to BC. Now, we are having in our construction, we have taken by ourselves that PQ is equal to AB and QR is equal to BC, and PQR is a right angle triangle. Now we will start our proof. Since in triangle PQR angle Q is equal to 90 degree, therefore we can write PQ square plus QR square will be equal to PR square, on the basis of what? By Pythagoras theorem. As we know that in a right angle triangle, square of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the remaining two sides. Since over here angle Q is a right angle, so for triangle PQR, which is a right angle triangle, PR will be considered as the hypotenuse. So as we have studied Pythagoras theorem just now, that in a right angle triangle the square of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the remaining two sides. So this PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square. But in our construction, we have obtained that PQ is equals to AB. So we can substitute this PQ with AB and this QR with BC. Now what do we get? That AB square plus BC square is equal to PR square. As in our construction we have obtained that QR is equal to BC and PQ is equal to AB. It has given in our construction. We have obtained in our construction that PQ is equals to AB and BC is equals to QR. Now it was given to us that AB square plus BC square was equals to AC square. It was given to us, and we have obtained in equation number 1 AB square plus BC square is equals to PR square. So by taking these two equations in our considerations, we can say that AC square is equals to PR square. Therefore, we can say that AC is also equals to PR. Now, if we compare triangle ABC and triangle PQR, we see that AB is equals to PQ and BC is equals to QR. These are by construction we have obtained, and AC is equals to PR we have obtained from equation number 2. Now we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR by SSS congruency. Since triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR by SSS congruency, so by CPCT, the corresponding part angle R will be equals to, angle Q will be equal to angle B, and both will be equal to 90 degree. These are the corresponding part of congruent triangles. That angle Q and angle B both were equals to 90 degree. Since AC and PR were equal, so the angle opposite to PR is angle Q and the angle opposite to AC is angle B. Since angle Q was given to us 90 degree, so angle B also becomes equal to 90 degree. Now the things which we have to prove, it has been obtained that if the square of any side is equal to the sum of the squares of the remaining two sides, then the angle opposite to the first side is equal to 90 degrees. Since in this question, in this converse of Pythagoras theorem, the square of hypotenuse was equal to the sum of the squares of the AB and BC. Therefore, the angle opposite to AC is angle B, which is equal to 90 degree. It has been obtained because triangle PQR and triangle ABC has become congruent using side congruency, and by corresponding part of congruent triangles we have obtained that angle Q and angle both are equal to 90 degree. Thus we have obtained our proof. In the next class we will discuss the questions of exercise 6.5 and few more theorems which has become in NCERT not theorems. These are the simple questions which are based on Pythagoras theorem. So we will discuss those questions in our next class. And you have to practice now all the 4 theorems which have been explained to you now to confirm your 4 marks in triangle.